Hello everyone, this is Iram here, and today we are going to complete our web page. So we were working on this web page actually, and we have done the half of this web page. We have done with this category section. Now we have to go and we have to work with this takeaway section. So a few days ago I was working on this and I've stopped it until this category section. Now today we are going to complete this one. So let's move on to the browser and let's get started. And yes, if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if until now you didn't subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. It will be helpful. And let's move on, start working. Now I want to have comments. So for the comments, I just want to say product section, and let me copy this and I want to paste it here, and I just go with end of product section. Then I need some room to write my code, and then now I want to go with the section element, and the section element I want to assign it a class. The class is going to be a product class. Product and product section, the class name is going to be product section. Then this bgimg, I want to use it in CSS, and then padding top and bottom is going to be 3. Then I want to have a division, and I want to assign a class to this division. This class is going to be container, and I want to go with another division, and this division is going to have a class, and this class is going to be raw, justify content center, and padding from bottom is going to be 5. Then I want to have a division, again another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 7, and heading section. And then after I just want to say text center, and then I want to have heading 2. And heading 2 is going to have a class, and this class is going to be font weight bold. It's a bootstrap class. And then I want to go with the text color class, and this class I'm going to use in CSS. And then I want to use this glow class, but right now I just have to mention the name, and the name is going to be take away. Okay. Then after this, here the kind of a title is done. So let me say end of title, because this is the title, not this one but here, and let me bring it, here is the title. Okay, so this is the title. I don't want to go, I just want to have the title here like this. And now I want to have what it would be. Then after I want to have a division and assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw. And then after I want to go with the division, assigning it a class, and this time the class is going to be column medium 3 display flags. And then I want to go with the division, and I want to assign it a class, and this class is going to be product and glow. Okay, then I want to go with another division, and this division I want to have a class, and this class is going to be img display flags align items, mistake, align items center. And then I want to go with the justify content center and let me bring it here for the convenience. Now in this division, in this div, I am going to use the inline CSS, and for that I'm just saying style, 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 and I want to say background, background image img, and I just want to go with the URL, and it seems that I am making a mistake somewhere. Style and background image URL, and let's go with the URL. Hold on, okay, style and URL, and the URL is going to be images, and the first image I want to use here is product1 prod-1.jpg, and let me close this, and here I have to hold on, I just have to be like this because I have to close this one, and there this division is closed. Now I want to go with within this division. Let me bring this div here, and hold on, I think I made a mistake somewhere. So this is this div, and then product div, and then this div in this division, and then this one is okay. So this one, how it is here, let me just a minute please, let me have it here. Okay, I don't want to have any kind of problems, so I am just trying to match my divs that if I have done with them. Now I want to go with another division. I want to assign it a class, and this class is going to be icons, and then I want to have a p element, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be icon block and display flags. Then I want to have an anchor tag with there wouldn't be any link, but there would be a class, and this class is going to be display flags, and align items center, and then justify content center, and then let me bring it here. So within this link I want to go with the font awesome icon class. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing here, just a moment. And this is a display flags, flex flags, and no, not a flex, sorry, it's a font awesome icon. So FASFA, and here it is going to be shopping cart, and let me close this font awesome icon. This is what I'm doing here. I am hold on here, so I am coding for these icons. Okay, I didn't see the image here, you know, because as I've told you that it seems that I have made a mistake somewhere here in my code, and the style is going to be background GROUND, background IMG. It is not IMG, it is image actually, background image. And now I'm going to save it, and yes, you guys can see a very teeny tiny image is shown here, but we have to work and it will be fine. Now I want to copy the same code, the same line of code. I want to paste it for a couple of times, and I have to use here FASFA hot, and next thing what I am to use here is I. So EYEI, And then after this, let me remove this space actually. Why it isn't? Oops. Okay. So here I want to have another division. I want to assign it a class, and this class is going to be text, and then text center, and then after here I want to go with the span element, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be out, and we are going to use this class in CSS. I know it's not so specific, but let me tell you, I'm going to use this badge and out of kitchen, so that's why I use the out class here. And so it is out, and here I'm going to write out of kitchen, and then after I want to go with the span element again, assigning it a class, and this time the class is going to be category, and the category for this is this category class I'm going to use in CSS, and now I'm going to use a bootstrap class that is font, weight, bold, and I want to go with the dummy text, which is lorem ipsum. And then after this span element, I want to go with a heading 2, and this heading 2 is going to have a class, and this class is going to be text white. Okay, and the text white, and here I just want to say specification. Okay, and then after I want to have a span element again, and this span element would have a class, and this class is going to be a price class, and here I want to write $30. Let's save it. And then what I'm going to do, I just have to it should be in the P element, in the paragraph. Hold on, okay, I just want to, yes, let me check it should be here, right? This line is just for my convenience. And okay, I have closed this P tag. I was just confused in this thing. Let's go to the browser, and here is what we are working on, and this is what we have. Okay, and the specification we cannot see because the background is white, and the text of the specification is also white. Now what we have to do, I just want to copy this, and let me copy this on here. Okay, copy it, and I want to paste it here. So let's save it. Let me show you. Here is the second one. I have to use the same thing, paste it 3 times here. Okay, so we do have these 3 images. Now let me fix something. What is that something? What I want to fix is first one is out of kitchen, and then I want to use the second one, this out of kitchen. Here the class is going to be day, so the class is going to be day, and here I want to go with it, excuse me. Okay, so here I want to say deal of the day, and then deal of the day. After the deal of the day, I want to have a second image. So the first one is out of kitchen, and then I want to go with the second image. The second image is going to be product 2. Let's save it, and let's see what's going on in the browser. Okay, deal of the day, but the image isn't. Okay, this is not the second one, this is the third one. So deal of the day, but the image, yep, this is not the image. Where is the image? Here it is going to be product 2. Okay, let's save it. And then after here, this is the product 3. So the product 3, and where is number 3? And it's not dot 3, it's only product 3. Let's save it. And here, this could be week, and this is going to be what it would be, deal of the week. Okay, deal of the week. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so we do have deal of the day, deal of the week, and out of kitchen. Now my product 3, do I have a yep, it's okay. So it's not okay, .jpg. And let's see. Okay, so we do have an image 3 here. Now I already copied it, and I just want to paste it here, but this time I don't want this span element of kitchen element, and this one is going to be a simple image without these badges. Let me show you that in the first 3 images we are using these badges, but in the 4th and the other one, 4th and the ahead images, we are not going to use any kind of badges. So here we don't want that, and I do have to use the image here, and the image is going to be where is the image? It's product 4. Now I want to copy this one, because in the previous one we had that span element. Here I've removed that. I'm just copying it, I'm pasting it here, and this one is going to be the product 5. Where is product? Here is a product 5. Let's save it, move on to the browser, and here is the 5th product. Now again, as you know, I've copied it. It is still in here, and this is the 5th one. And no, not the 5th one, sorry, the 6th one. And here I want to have an image, and this time my image name is ball. So where is that image? Here it is, the image, and images, and I do have an image ball.jpg. And let's go to the browser, and we have an image. We will style them, but right now and here again, let it be product. Let's use product 1, and here again I just want to have the product 2. Let's save it, move on to the browser. So we have 8 images here. Okay, now after having these 8 images, we do need a button element actually, and for that button, let me show you. I'm talking about where is the button? This button. Okay, so I want to have that button here below these images, and then we will move to the CSS. So first of all, here this is the one. So here within that row I have to go for the button. So the division, assigning it a class, the class is going to be raw, then justify content center and division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be column medium 4, and I want to go with the anchor tag, and here it would be product, the class, and the class is going to be bdn, and then bdn product, or prod, and then display block. Okay, and here let's write view all product, and after this I am thinking to create a product page in the next tutorial. Okay, so after having this product, view all products, let's have a font awesome icon here. I class FASFA caret, and let's save it. Move on to the browser. Here we do have a little caret and a view all products button. We are going to style all these things. Let's move on to the CSS, and here in the CSS I just want to copy this, paste it here. I want to paste it again, and oh gosh, this one is going to be product section, and then here is a product section. Okay, now within these lines of comments I need some room to write the code, so let's start styling. So first of all, I would like to go with my BGIMG class, and I want to have a background here. The background is going to be black. Let's save it, move on to the browser, and here we go. So we have a black background. Now we have to get the text color class, and this text color class is going to have a color. The color is going to be FE9801. Okay, save it. So this is what we have done. Now let me write the code, and then we will be back here. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is product section. So the product section class, and the product section class is going to have a heading 2 h2. So font style italic, and font size is going to be 40 pixels. Then after, I want to go with the product class, and this is going to be width, the width for this is going to be 100%, and the display for this is going to be block, and margin bottom, so margin bottom is going to be 40 pixels, and transition for this all 0.3 seconds is. Okay, let me check the code what I have written here, because I don't want any kind of confusion later on to fix the thing. So the background image is this, the title text color, I do have a product section, font style and font size, and then product width is 100%, displays block, margin bottom 40 pixels, and transition is this one. Let's move on to the browser and let's see what's going on. Okay, so not much difference, but we still need to work. And here, now I want to go with the product img class. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I want to have a display. This display is going to be block. Then I want to go with the border radius, and the border radius is going to be 4 pixels. And then I do have a height, and the height for this is going to be 350 pixels. Then position is going to be relative. Transition of 0.3 seconds is okay. The index 0. Let's save it. Okay, so we do have the images. We have done with the product img class. Now the next thing is product img after class. So what we are going to do here, the product img pseudo element after, and here I'm going to use the index. It would be -1. Then the position for this is going to be absolute, and the top for this is going to be 0. Left is also 0, right 0, bottom 0. Okay, image after, yep, the index -1, absolute, top 0, left 0, right 0, bottom 0. Then I want to have a content here, and the content is going to be nothing, but there would be a background. The background is going to be black. So then I want to have opacity. Opacity is going to be 0. Border radius is going to be 4 pixel. Let me bring it here in the middle of the screen. Okay, let's have a transition here. All 0.6 seconds. 6 seconds is, let's save it. Move on to the browser. Okay, cannot see anything. Hold on, okay, just let me check. Not working yet, but it would. So the next thing, let me check this code also, because I am trying to avoid the mistakes. So the index is -1, position is absolute, top, left, right, bottom 0, content is going to be nothing with the semicolons. Okay, background, opacity, and border radius, and then transition. Now we have to go with the product image icons. Okay, so I'm talking about these small icons in blue color. So what we have to do here, I have to go with the product img, and I don't want to have a space here, but now I want to go with the icons. Okay, product image icons, and then icon block and anchor tag, where margin is going to be 0 and 2 pixels. Excuse me. The width is going to be 60 pixels. Excuse me. The height is going to be again 60 pixels. Then border for this is going to be 1 pixel solid RGBA 255 dot, then 255, then 255, and then 0.5. Okay, let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so there could be a mistake, and that could be here, I think. Let's save it. Yep, so I didn't use the space here, that's why. Now you can see that there is a border block on each of this icon. Let's go back. Here we are, and then after these borders, now we have to go with the product img class, and then with icons class, and then with icon block anchor tag, and then I element. And the color for the icons are going to be white. Let's go back and let's see. Okay, so the color is white of each icon. That's all. Not at all, we have to do more. Now after having this one, now we have to go with the product text class, and the product text is going to have a padding. The padding is going to be 20 pixels. So this is going to be this F, and the product text class is going to be 20 pixels. Then it would have a position, and the position for this is going to be relative. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, now what we have to do here again, you know what, let me check. I'm not sure about something. Yep, it's done now, because I have seen, let me show you what I'm trying to show you, that you guys can see this space. I don't want this space actually, so there is a space between this, so now it's okay. It will look better when we change the font of this. So then after this, after having this class, let's go with the product text and then out class. And let me copy this. Let's copy this, pasting it here, but in place of this out, let's go with the day class. We have the same class, but here I want to use the week class, and let me bring it here so it would be more convenient. Then here I want to go with the position, and this position is going to be absolute. Okay, and this is going to be here. Okay, absolute. And then I want to have a top. The top is going to be 0. The left is going to be 4 pixels, and the font size for this is going to be 12 pixel. Spelling of the size. Okay, let me bring it here in the middle of the screen. Okay, it would be 12 pixel. Then the padding for this is going to be 0 and 10 pixel, and the color for this is going to be white. Okay, let's save it, move on to the browser, and okay, so you guys have noticed that there is a mistake, and I know where is the mistake. I want to fix this issue. These are they're looking good here, but I don't want them to be here, because I want them to place here below this image, but here they are on top of the image or over the image. So where is the mistake? You know, I think the mistake is here. If let me go here, let's see. Yep, so that was the mistake, but now it is solved. How? If you guys want that, it's a good thing that if you don't have a space here, if you will not make a space here, then these badges are going to be shown here on top of each image. But if we make a space here, you guys can see that the position is relative, that's why. So here the images the pages are going to be placed below the image. Okay, let's go back, and here let's let me get this selector. I want to copy this and paste it here, and then I want to go with the color. So the background color for this is going to be B74 and 72A. And let's go to the browser and let's see. Okay, so we do have a badge here. Now I just want to select the second class, which is this day. Control, paste, copy and paste, and here the background is going to be, let me get this background. The background is going to be FE9801, and let me get this weak class from here. I'm going to copy this, let me bring it here, let's save it, and this weak class is going to be, it would have a background. This background is going to be 001D28E. Let's go to the browser and let's see. Okay, so we do have these badges. They're looking nice. Okay. Oops, not here. And then after, what we have to do next is let's get the product text heading 2, and here the font size is going to be 22 pixels. Then I want to go with the text transform class, property, and then text transform property is going to be capitalized. Then there would be a font weight. So the font weight for this is going to be 300. Then after, let's save it, and then after here, let's go with the category class, and the category class is going to be product text category, where font style is italic, and the color for this is going to be FE9801, and let's save it onto the browser. Okay, it's looking nice. Now let me bring it here, and then we have to go with the product text and then price class. So the font style is going to be italic, and the color is going to be white. Then the next thing is the product pseudo element and hover. and then img after, and opacity for this is going to be 0.7. 0.7, and then after let's have a product hover and img icons, and opacity for this is going to be 1. Then after, let's use the glow class. So glow, and display for the glow class, it is going to be inline block, and vertical align is going to be middle. And then after, let's have a transform. So perspective is going to be 1 pixel, and translate z, which would be 0. Box shadow is going to be 001 pixel, and RGBA, and here we have to go with 0, 0, 0 and 0 zeros, and then we have to go with the transition. So the transition is going to be transition duration, sorry. So transition duration transition duration is going to be 0.3 seconds, and then we have to go with the transition property. So transition property, so the transition property is going to be a box shadow. So box shadow is here. Let me bring it here in the middle of the screen. Then after, I want to go with the glow hover, and then we have to go with the glow focus and glow active, and box shadow is going to be, the box shadow is going to be 1 pixel, then again 1 pixel, and then it would be 8 pixel, then RGB and 236, then 117, and then 5. Okay, and let's save it. Let's move on to the browser and let's see what's going on. So we do have a when I hover over it, you guys can see that we do have the icons, and the shadow appears here on when I hover over it. So we have done with the images, and the takeaway is also working because we have used the glow class. And now we have to work with this view all product button. So again, here in our editor, let's start writing the button. For button, we had a class bdn prod product, and here I have to go with the display, not display, it is a display, and the display is going to be inline block. Then the vertical align, and vertical align is going to be middle. Then we do have a color here, and the color is going to be FE9801. So this is a color, and I have used the important flag. Yeah, I need to use it again here. So let's use important flag, and so now the color is orange. And then what we have to do next is, what's next? We have to use the transform perspective. And I just want to copy this one because we are going to use the same transform perspective to save our time. So it is here, and then box shadow. Let me get this one. This box shadow is going to be 236.175.0.0. Let me get this one, the same code from here. I'm pasting it here, but in place of this 1, it is going to be, in both of these ones, they are going to be 0, 0, and not 8. It is going to be 1 pixel. And then the position for this is going to be relative. The position is going to be relative, and overflow, not visible, sorry, hidden. Overflow is going to be hidden. Let's save it and let's see. Okay, here we go. So we do have a button here, but we have to work still. We need to work on it. Let me bring this here. It would be easy for you guys to see what's going on here. And then we have to go with the BDN product, and not here. Okay, BDN product and before. So here the content is going to be nothing. You know what I have done here. Okay, and then position is going to be absolute because here we have a relative. So let's say absolute. Then we have to use a z-index here, and the z-index is going to be -1. Left for this is going to be 51%, and the right is also going to be 51%, and top for this is going to be 0. Background, so the background spelling of my background is going to be FE9801. Height for this is going to be 4 pixels. And then transition property, so transition property is going to be left and right. So we have to use the transition duration. So here we have, and the transition duration is going to be 0.3 seconds. And then transition timing function. So let me bring it here, and transition timing function. So this timing function is going to be ease out. Let's save it. Then after here, I just want to go with the hover. So the BDN product hover before, and then let me go over here. BDN product focus, and then before, and here we have to go with BDN product, not product, and BDN product active, and we have to use before, and the left for this is going to be 0, then the right for this is going to be 0 again, and that's all. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so finally we have done with our takeaway section. When I hover over it, the icon appears and the glow, it's looking nice. Let me show you the responsiveness of this section, and then we will there is some problem in my Chrome, but I think it will work now. Yeah, I'm sure if it doesn't, then we will move to the Firefox, and it should be here. Okay, we're working. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So menu and the category section, you guys have seen it in the last video, and this is the takeaway section, looking nice, good, everything stacked on top of each other nicely, and we do have a button also. So what I'm going to do, let me close it. And yes guys, don't forget to subscribe the channel and try to watch the video first, then ask me about the code. Okay, I'll provide you the code, but try to watch the video. Okay, and I'm going to give the link of this first section in the I button, iCard, on top of this video, on top left or right, you guys can see somewhere here. Okay, now the next part we are going to work is this meet our chef. So we have to work with the Mirage chef section. Let's go to the index.html. Let me have a glass of water and then we will start this. Okay, so now let's remove these extra spaces, and where is that? Okay, now let's start creating the chef section. So a team section actually. So what we are going to do, let's have a comments here. First of all, team, not temp, team, oh my gosh, team section. Let me copy this and paste it here, and here I should say end of team section. Okay, I need some room here in these lines of comments, and now I want to go with the section element, and then I want to have a class here. The class is going to be chef, and margin top and bottom is going to be 5, and we do have an ID. And what we are going to do with this ID, let's name it chef. Okay, let's have a division here, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be a container, and then we have h2, and a class of this is going to be text center, and here we have to say meet our chef. Okay, so we have done with the title section. Let's go to the browser first and let's see that how does it look there. Okay, let me save it, move on to the browser, and here we have our Mirage chef section. So let me check how much time this video. Okay, so we will finish in, could be in 1 hour, so it will not be too long video. And so, I mean, now I want to have a division, another division, and this time the division I'm going to assign a class. The class is going to be raw, And then we do have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column small 3. Okay, column small 3 and extra small 6, and then we have to use a class, and the class is going to be card, and a card is going to be block, the card and card block class. And then we have to go with the anchor tag, href, excuse me, and then we have to go with the img. Alt is going to be nothing here. You know what, let me get the image first. So source, and the source for this is going to be images, and in my images I do have a theme. Excuse me. Okay, so theme 1, let me drink some water. Okay, images, and I do have the image of only theme 1. I just name it theme 1, and I have only one image, so I'm going to copy and paste the same image. Okay, so class is going to be chef img, not ing, chef img, and alt, and I haven't mentioned these alternative text there in this takeaway section, but you guys should go with that. Then after, let's have a division, again another division, and okay, so let's have a division here, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be card title wrap, and then let's use the span element, and the span element is going to have a class, and this class is going to be card title, and the title for this is going to be John Doe, and let's have another span element, and this span element has a class, but let me bring it here, and this class is going to be called text, then let's say senior chef. Okay, then we have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be chef over, and then heading 4. This heading 4 is going to have a class here. The class is going to be hidden medium devices, and then down. Okay, we are going to use it, and then connect with me. Okay, and then after, let's have a navigation, a nav element, where we do have a class, and this class is going to be social nav, and then href, and then connect with me, and then href, and then I want to go with a font awesome icon class, FAB, Twitter, and then we have another class here, So let's copy and paste it. Actually, let's copy this and paste it here for a couple of times, and then FB Twitter, this is going to be Facebook, and let's see, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, and I have used another icon there, but I'm not going to use it here. I'm just going to stop it. And then after this nav, let's go with the P element, and let's go with some lorem ipsum of private. Okay, and what we have to do, so here, just for my convenience, okay, let's go to the browser. Let's see what's going on here then. Okay, wow, such a massive image, and we need to work on this. Just let's keep it here as it is. Now what we have to do, let me copy this one, and because everything is same, I haven't changed even the image. I didn't change the image, so I'm just copying it. Let me paste it here, and here this first class, the class is going to be it's 3, and on small devices it's okay. It is done. And then you know what, let's paste it another time here, and let's paste it another time here. Okay, let's save it. I'm sure we do have a mess here. Yep, cannot see the things. So what we have to do, let's go to the style sheet, and you guys can see 1, 2, 3, 4 images, but we have to set them. First of all, let's go to the style sheet, style.css, and here in style.css, what we have to do is, let me bring it here. Let's remove these extra spaces. Then copy this one, paste it here, and it's not end of. It's going to be team section, team, and let me copy this again. I'm gonna paste it here, and let's say end of team section. Okay. Now here in these lines, I need a room, and first let's get the chef class, and the spelling chef, heading 2, where the color is going to be black. Then I want to go with the chef, and then column small 3 class, and here I want to go with the padding. The padding is going to be 0. Then I want to go with this chef, and then card, and it is the parent of this anchor tag, and here I'm going to say display block. Then again, it's not car, it's card. Okay, and then after I want to go with the chef card img, and card is a class, so hold on, class card and img, and the width for this is going to be 100%. Now let's go to the browser first, and let's see. Okay, now it's looking nice, better, cool. Okay, so here again, because we use the width 100%, so it is under control. Before it was very massive. And then the chef and the card, and then heading 4, and the color for this is going to be white. Then after this, let's go with the text transform, and the text transform is going to be uppercase. Let's save it, move on, and here again let's use the chef class and the card. Then we have to go with the p element, and the font size for this is going to be 11 pixels, and the color for this is going to be white. Then the opacity for this is going to be 0.75, and then the margin is going to be 0, and padding is going to be 0.35 pixels. And let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, now what we have to do is, we have done with the p element, font size, color, opacity, margin, and padding. Now we have to go with the social chef, and then card, and card, and then we have to go with the social nav class, and margin bottom is going to be 45 pixels. Let me save it. I just want to check something if I'm not wrong. Okay, social. Okay, I was just thinking about the spellings, so I thought that I have misspelled here, but it's okay. So social margin bottom, and then we have to go with let me get the same selector from here, paste it here, and let's use the anchor tag, and the color for this is going to be white. Then the font size for this is going to be 16 pixels, and the margin for this is going to be 0 and 4 pixels. And let's save it and move on to the browser. Okay, I cannot see anything yet, I need to work. And then the next thing is, let me get the same selector. I just want to copy this, let me paste it here, and here let's have a hover, and the opacity for this is going to be 0.75, not 0, only 0.75. And then after this, I need to, let me bring it here in the middle of the screen. So the chef class and the card over, not the card hover and then card over. Okay, card hover and then card over, card over class. And here I want to go with the opacity. The opacity is going to be 1. Then I want to go with the visibility. So visibility is going to be visible. And then after here, let's have a chef class. Again, card hover and card title wrap, and then background color. The background color is going to be FE9801, and let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, we do need to work, just a minute. Okay, So now what we have to do is, we have done with the card hover and the wrap, and okay, so what's next? The next is chef card hover. So let me copy the same selector here just to save the time, and then I want to go with the card title wrap class. So let me get it again. I have to be here, and then I want to get the card title class. So let's see, card title, and then again let me copy the same class here, and I want to go with the card text, and here let's say the color is going to be white, and let's save it and let's see. Okay, it's not working as I'm expecting, but there should be, let me check that. Okay, so I think I've made a mistake somewhere, but let's fix this, then we can find a mistake. Let's go to the end of this. So the chef, and then chef over class, where padding top is going to be 45 pixels, and the position for this is going to be absolute, and width for this is going to be 100%, and the height is going to be 100%, and then background is going to be RGBA, 0, 0, 0, and 0.8. Then we have to go with the top. The top is going to be 0, left is going to be 0. Text alignment, text align is going to be center. Opacity is going to be 0. Visibility is going to be, it would be hidden. And transition, so the transition is going to be all 0.3 seconds. Ease, let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so it's going to be better, but there is a problem here somewhere in my markup. I will check that later, but first let's fix this. Let's done with this one, and then we'll go back. Now we have to go with the chef and the card title wrap, where padding for this is going to be 15 pixels, then 25 pixels, and then position for this is going to be relative, and the index is going to be 9. Background color, so background color is going to be white. Let's save it, card title wrap. Okay. Then we have to do what? We have to title, let me check, padding is this, position, z index, background. Now I have to get the same class. Let me get it, copy it, paste it, the same selector, and I just want to say card title, and then let's save this. Sorry, let me copy this class again, and then I want to have a card text class, where display is going to be block, and margin is going to be 0. And then we need to get this class. We paste it here. Card, chef card title wrap and card title class, and the font size for this is going to be 24 pixels. Then the color for this is going to be black, and let me get this class. Okay, copy this, paste it here, and let me bring it here in the screen. So the font size is going to be 18 pixels, and then the color for this is going to be black. Let's save it, move on to the browser, and I think I made a mistake somewhere. Okay, it's done. No, the mistake is there. I need to check, because when I hover over it, I need to get this like this. Okay, so and yeah, the mistake is because the image size and the spaces around. So you know what, let's check where is the mistake. So you know where is the problem I have tried to find. So this is the problem actually. It's not card over, it's chef over. This class is chef over, and when I hover over it now, it is working. Okay, and there is some problem within my browser. You guys will not have that problem. So everything is going to be in the middle of the screen. It's not going to be like this. I'm feeling that things are just scattered on my screen, but you guys are not going to have this thing. Okay, so let me show you the responsiveness of this section. Here we are, and this is okay, so you guys can see everything is stacked on top of each other. Sorry that. Okay, so all this is stacked nicely. So I think that this is what I've clicked before, and this is what you guys can see. This is the active one. And now what we have to do next, let me close it, and let's see here. So now we have to work with this filler section. So let's go to the editor and start working with that filler section. So here is the index.html, and now we have to let me remove the extra spaces. Okay, let me copy the same code, same line, pasting it here. I want to paste it again, and here is going to be filler section and end of filler section or filler. So within these lines, let's start creating the filler section. First of all, let's have a section element with an ID, and the ID is going to be subscribe, and you guys also don't forget to subscribe. And then class is going to be padding y is going to be 5 top and bottom, and then let's have a division here, assigning it a class. And what I'm doing here, it's a division div. So the division and the class is going to be container, and then we have another division, assigning it a class, this class is going to be raw align items center, padding y is going to be 5, margin top and bottom is going to be 5, raw align items center, and this. Okay, so let me recheck, and because two mistakes, then when we complete it they create too much problems. Section, and then class and id container class, and then we do have a raw align items, margin 5. Then the next thing is another division, assigning it a class, and this time it is going to be column sm10, and max margin or left and right is going to be auto, and the text is going to be center, and the mistake here, and then margin bottom is going to be 5. Then heading 4 is going to have a class, and the class is going to be display 3, margin bottom 5, and then text uppercase, text white, and then text center, and then we do have to say subscribe for more videos. Okay, subscribe for more offers, and then after form, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be form inline display flex, and justify content center. Then we have input type is going to be text, and the class for this is going to be form control, and the width for this is going to be 35. Okay, I want to have a placeholder here, so the placeholder is going to be email. Placeholder, let's say email. Now we have to go with the button class, and the class for this is BDN form BDN margin 1, and then again guys, it's a reminder that you must subscribe the channel. Okay, and then subscribe, the button is going to be subscribe. Let me save it and let's check. Let me recheck, okay, because I have done everything nicely, but maybe a small mistake. Display spellings, text uppercase, text white, text center, then form inline, display flex, justify content, form control, email, placeholder spelling, and button and margin 1. Okay, so let's go to the CSS and start creating. Let's start styling. So for that, first of all, let's go to the CSS and have comments here, and let me bring it here, remove these 3 extra spaces here. I just want to copy this, pasting it here, again want to paste it here, so it should be let's say subscription section, end of subscription section. So I need some room here. Okay, and here let's go with the ID of subscribe, and let's have a background here. The background is going to have a linear gradient, and then let's go with the RGBA. This would be 0, 0, 0 and 0.5. Then we have to go with another RGBA, and it is also going to be 0, 0, 0 and 0.5. And then after let's have a URL. So URL is going to be, you know what, let me hold on, let me have a comma here, bring it here. URL is going to be images, and within the images I do have a subscribe.jpg image, and then I want to go with the background attachment. I want to have a parallax effect, so background attachment is going to be fixed, then scoop, okay, and then I want to go with the background position. So the background position, here is the background position, and the background position is going to be center. Then I want to go with the background repeat property, and here is one, and I don't want to be repeat, I want to go with the no repeat. And I want to go with the background size property. So here is this, and the size is going to be cover, and I want to use a clip path here. So in my older this restaurant project, I have used a clip path over there, and here again I'm using clip path. So the clip path is going to be polygon 0, 15%, and then it is going to be 100%, and it is going to have a 0, then again 100% and 85% and 0 and then 100%. Okay, let's save it, and then after, okay, let's go to the browser first. So we do have an image, and the clip path, that polygon is in this way. You guys can see the slope downwards from right to left, but left down, and here is the same. So we have to go back, and let's go with the subscribe heading 4. ID of subscribe heading 4, and the font size for this is going to be 25 pixels, and font weight is going to be bold. Let me check the video timing, okay, the recording time. So okay, we're done in I think I'll take half hour more and we will finish this. So it is bold, and then, and please try to watch whole the video. I'll surely provide you the code. If you guys do not watch whole video, then you know it is going to affect on my channel timing, okay, on the channel timing. So please try to watch the full video. Form control, background, background is going to be transparent. Font size, the font size is going to be 20 pixels. Let's save it. Go on to the browser. Wow. Okay, so we do have this. Subscribe for more offers, and you guys subscribe for more videos. And then we have to go with the subscribe BDN, form BDN, and the font size for this is going to be 20 pixel, and the background is going to be E79702, and the border for this is going to be 3 pixels, solid, and then FE9801, and let's save it, move on to the browser. Wow, we have done with the filler section. Okay, now let's move on and let's start working on what is okay, we do have, I thought that I didn't, here I have used a different font, so that's why it is like this, but it's okay. And here now let's go and start this blogging section, the blog section, and then we have to finish with this footer section or the contact form. So let's move on and let's start working with the blog section. Okay, let me have a break. So after a break I'll be back and we will start it again. Okay, I'm tired sitting for half an hour. Hey everyone, welcome back. And we have, in the last video, we have done with our filler section. We have completed this section, and now we have to move on and have to work with this recent blog section. And then after we have to move on and start working, we have to work with this form section. So let's go to the text editor and start coding for the blog section. Here in the index.html, let me go with the comments. So blog section, and let me copy this. I want to paste it here, and I just want to say end of blog section. I need some room in this area, and now let me start with section element, assigning it a class. The class is going to be blog section, and have a division with a class container, and let's have another division with a class of row. Then justify, content, center, margin bottom 5, then division, again a class. This is going to be column medium 7, and let's go with the blog heading. So the blog heading, and then use a class of text center. Here heading 2, the heading 2 is going to be recent blog. Let's go back to the browser, and here we have a recent blog. Now within this container, let's have a division, assigning it a class. The class is going to be raw display flex. Another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column large 6 display flex, align items stretch, and spelling of my items. So align items stretch, Then I would like to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be blog start and display flags. Then an anchor tag, href, and a class. This class is going to be block 20 and img. And it's not finished here. Actually, I have to use a style here, the inline css. So the style is going to be background image with the URL, and the URL is going to be images. And for the images, I want to go with the product1m.jpg. Then after, let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be text. Padding top, bottom, left, right would be 4. The background is going to be light, and another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be des for description, and let's have a paragraph element, and within this p element I would like to go with the font awesome icon. So FE calendar, and here within the p element, let's go with the date. So today is July 2020. And after this, let's have a heading 3 with a class. The class is going to be heading margin bottom 3 and an anchor tag, href, some lorem ipsum. Let me bring it here in the, then it would be easy for you guys to see. Okay. After this lorem ipsum, I would like to go with the p element of this heading, the paragraph element, and the text of could be 20 words. And let me break it into lines. So okay, let's save it. After this p element, let's have an anchor tag, href, class, and this class is going to be bdn custom, and continue. So after this, let's have a font awesome icon class, and here the class is going to be fa arrow long, sorry, fa long arrow right, right, and the I element is closed, and that's all. So let me, for my convenience, let me have this line of comments here, like a commented line. I'm not going to mention the comment here. So let's go to the browser first and let's see. Okay, so we do have this here, but we cannot see the image. We will fix this issue in the CSS. So then after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste it for several times. So Control C, and hold on, second. Let's go there without making mistake. Okay, and then again here, Control V. Let's save it and let me check in the browser because I don't want any kind of mistake. And then let me bring it here and let's save it and let's see what's going on in the browser. Okay, so we do have the 4 blog posts. We have to work on this. And now what we have to do next is to add the images. So in the first blog, here is product 1. The second could have the product 2. Then in the third one, this should be product 3. And in the fourth one, this should be product 4. Let's save it. Okay. Now let's go to the browser first. Everything is fine, looking nice, but we need to style this. So let's go to the main.css, and here I just want to copy this and let me paste it here again, and in this line this should be blog, and here also this should be a blog. Okay, I need some room here, so okay, done. First of all, let's go with the blog start class, where overflow is going to be hidden, and the width for this would be 100%, and position relative z index 0. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, this is not what we are, hold on. So my internet is not working. There is some problem with the internet. Let's style this one and then we will, okay, it's fine now. So here we are. Okay, let's go back and then let's go with the media queries. So minimum width for this 768 pixels, and let's use the blog start class with the margin bottom. Margin bottom is going to be 30 pixels, and then after let's have a blog start class. Let me check something. Blog start class, margin bottom is 30 pixels. Okay, and now we have to go with the blog start class with the img class, and then again the blog start and text class, where width is going to be 50%. Let's save it. Okay, so with the width of 50%, we do have an image here. Now what we have to do next, the next thing is media. Add media, and the maximum width for this is going to be 992 pixels, and blog start class, then img, and then again the blog start with text, and here the width is going to be 100%, Let's save it. Okay, so let's scroll down and let's go with another media. So here the media max width is going to be 768 pixels, not pixels. Okay, and after this 768 pixel, and then let's have a blog start. And yes, before that, before moving on, if I don't want to forget about it, I'm going to give the Facebook page description in the Facebook page link in the description below. Kindly go there, join the Facebook page. I am sure that it will help you over there. It will be helpful for you guys, and in that way we can communicate. You can talk to me, you can ask me if you want to ask anything. So I'm going to give the link in the description below of the Facebook page. Okay, let's start again. So here then we have to go with the media, blog start image, and here we have to go with the height. The height is going to be 300 pixels. And okay, let's save it. Okay, so we do have the images, and okay, everything is looking nice and cool. Now what I want to do next is let me get this selector here from here, and I want to paste it here. And what I have to do next is set some position. Position is going to be relative here, and margin 0 auto. Then z index is going to be 0. Let's save it. And again we have to go with the blog start text, and then heading class. Spelling of the start is heading and start, start heading. And then after this blog start text heading, the font size is going to be 22 pixels. Margin bottom 0, and the font weight, not feature setting, sorry, font weight is going to be light, and font style is going to be italic. Let's save it, move on to the okay. So let me change it to bold, despite light. Let's see how does it. Okay, the bold is better than the light one, so it is here in bold and italic. Then the next thing we have to do is blog start text heading A, anchor tag. So for this I'm just going to copy this one. I want to paste it here. I want to go with the anchor tag, and the color for this is going to be black. And the next thing, let's save it and let's see. Okay, it's working. And the next thing we have to do again is, let me copy paste it, the same selector, the anchor tag, and then hover. And then after again here it is going to be an anchor tag again and focus for those smaller devices. And then after this focus, let's have the same selector with an anchor tag and active. So here let's go with the color, and the color is going to be E79702. So let's save it, and it's not there. I think I should go with the important flag. Let's see if I haven't made, I don't think that I've made any kind of mistake here, but how will focus and active? So okay, so it's working. I thought that it's not, but it's working. Okay, and then after, let me bring it here. Now let's go with the blog start description, and then P, and then I element, and the padding right is going to be 10 pixels. Let's save it. Just a minute. What I just want to check something, because I think that okay, so it's okay. And let's go to the show. Padding is fine between the icon and the paragraph. And then what we have to do next is button. So for the button, let's say blog start BDN custom, BDN custom, and the custom for this is going to be, we do have a color, and the color is going to be E79702. Then the font style is going to be italic, and the font weight, this would be bold. And let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, it's looking great. Now what we have to do next is, let me get the same selector, copy this, paste it here, and let's see, I element, and the font size for this is going to be 12 pixel. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so now this icon is 12 pixels. So this is what we have done with our blog section. Let's check the responsiveness of this one, and here we go. So everything stacked nicely, but there is some problem with the image, and actually it's not the problem with the image, it's a problem with my browser. I can't see, and I know that. You guys will not face the same issue, I'm sure, because I do have a problem in the browser. If you remember, you can see that I had, when I was checking this before, there wasn't a space on the sides, there wasn't enough margin. But then the problem, there is a browser problem, so when it was suddenly fixed itself, it is clear, and you guys are not going to have this thing. Okay, now the next one is we have to go with this contact form section. So let's go to the editor and start working with this, and here we go. So let me remove these extra spaces from here, and let's have some, it's done from here. Now the last section, and the last section is the form section. So for that, for the form, let's say that I do have a contact form and end of contact form. So contact form and end of contact form, where I want to go with the section element, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be book section, then img, and I want to go with the style. So the style is going to be background image, the URL, and you know what, let me bring it here. Okay, so now I want to go with the images, and here the image is going to be booking. I do have a booking image .jpg. Okay, now after this, let's have a division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be container, and another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw display flags, and container raw display flags, and then another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be column medium 7, and let's say make reservation padding 4. This make reservation class we are going to use in CSS. So okay, make reservation class, and then padding 4, and then x and y is going to be x, y, and then medium 5, and then bottom is going to be medium 5 again. Okay, let's have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be padding section, and then margin bottom 5, then text center, and let's have a heading 2, assigning it a class, margin bottom 4, and let's write here make reservation, okay, make reservation, and let's save it. Sorry, move on to the browser, and here we have, okay, so we do have make a reservation and the image. So then after this, let's have a form element, and the form element is within the form element, let's go with the division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw. Then I want to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 6, and division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be form group, and let's go with the label, and the label for is going to be right now nothing, but then name. It should be a name actually, but let me go like this, and then I want to go with the input element. The input is going to be type text, and class form control, and placeholder. So the placeholder is going to be name or your name. Okay, let's save it, move on to the browser, And okay, so we do have a input field, and let's go with something else. This would again the same division, class, column, medium 6, and then we again have to go with the form group and division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be form group and label for here it is going to be email. Let me bring it here. Okay, email, and again input element. So the type of this input is going to be text. The class for this is going to be form control, then a placeholder, and the placeholder, you know what, let me bring it here. The placeholder is going to be email or your email, and then again we have to go with the same thing, but what I'm just for the convenience of mine, I just want to copy this one and let's paste it here. And here I want to change the label, so the label is going to be font, and the type is going to be text. Class is form control. Placeholder is going to be font. So it's the font is done. Then we have to go again with the booking date. Let's save it and let me show you that what's going on. Okay, so your name, email, font, name, your name, email, font, and let's have let me paste the same thing here. And again the next one is this could be the label for this, place of this, let's say date. Okay, and input type is text, form control. Then here I just want to use an ID, and let me add ID here. This ID is going to be book date, and the placeholder here is going to be date. Okay, then after, let me bring it here, and I just want to paste the same thing here, but in place of this email, let's go with the time, and the ID I want to have here, the ID is going to be book time, and the placeholder is going to be time. So let me have it in capital. Okay, let's save it, move on to the browser, and let's see. Okay, so we have to, what we have to do next, the next thing is, let's have the same thing here, not the same. Okay, I just need to type something else here. So for this, let me go with a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 6, not call, and another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be form group, and then label for spelling of the label. Okay, label for, and here have a person, And after this, let's have another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be select wrap, and it is going to be 1/3. Okay, you guys will understand what I'm doing here. So I'll explain you actually. Div class icon, and then a font awesome icon here. So this class is going to have a icon down. I just need to get this icon down. F-A arrow down, if I'm not wrong. And because I need to use an arrow pointing downwards, let me see. Yep, I do have. Okay, then after this, let's have a after this division, let's have a select element, and let's go with the name, value, and ID, and let's go with the class, and the class is going to be form control. And let's go with some options here. So the option is going to have a value, and right now nothing, and then I want to go with the person, and let's copy and paste this option for several times. So sorry, paste it again, and let me copy this, let's paste it here. 1, 2, and 3. In my case, only 3. Whatever you guys can go with more. And let me select it. So here is going to be 2. This would be 3. Okay. And then after here, let's have a division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be, it's a class, not a class, and this class is going to be column MD12 margin top 3, and then division class form group text center form group text center, and then let's have a input element. Then the type for this input element is going to be submit, and submit, and then let's have a class here. The class is going to be the value. The value for this is going to be make a reservation. There is something wrong with my spelling. So reservation, yeah. Sorry for this reservation. And now I want to go with a class. The class is going to be BDN, then BDN book, and padding top and bottom is going to be 3, and left and right is going to be 5. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so you know what, there is some problem here with this. This shouldn't be here actually. Let me remove it. I don't have to place it here. Just for the time being, let me fix that from there, and then we'll come back if we need, otherwise we'll not. So okay, it's done. Now we don't need that icon here to place the icon here. Okay, let's go back to the style sheet and start styling this one, and then after we will finish this project. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe the channel. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And in the next video, I am planning to bring the travel and tour or travel and tourism webpage. So we will work on that, and could be in between I'll make a project about a project in WordPress. Could be, I'm not sure, but maybe I'll do that. And yes, I am planning to clone Netflix also, so we will also see the Netflix. Okay, now for this, let's have a comment here, and this is the last section, so booking. And now we have to go with make a reservations, reservation class, and the width for this class is going to be 100%. Then the background, okay, background is going to be RGBA, and the colors are going to be 231, then 151, 2, and then 0.5. And let's save it, move on, and let's see. Wow, my browser is, I don't have enough time to fix the issues in the browser, but okay. So we do have a background here. Now let's go back, and what we have to do next is form group labels. So I'm just going to copy the make reservation class from here. I just want to keep paste it here, and let's go with the form group label, and font weight for this is going to be bold, and then the color for this is going to be black. And okay, nice, adorable. Then we have to go, let me check something if we need. So I don't need this icon class, I don't want to go with this icon class. And then we have to go with the media queries actually. So font size, and let me check something, okay, just a moment. Here is what I've done, the title one, yeah, and so yeah, I don't need to add that, I don't think, to go with that thing. But here, let's go with the media queries. So the media, the max width for this is going to be 768 pixels, and let's have a make reservation form group, then select wrap class, and position is going to be relative, and then after position is going to be relative, and then after this, let's save it, move on to the browser. Let me check something, and we'll go with that. Okay, so it's looking nice and great. No need to touch that, but here. Okay, and then after, let's have make reservation. Not a make reservation, but we have to go with the button, and the button is going to be dot bdn bdn book, and it is going to be inline block, and not inline block, but the display for this is going to be inline block, and vertical align is going to be middle. Color for this is going to be white, and the background is going to be black. So background is going to be black. Let's save and let's go to the browser. Okay, and we need to use the important flag with both, with the background color and with the text. So I've just selected the both, and there we go. Okay, so, and let me check. Okay, the reservation is fine. So this is what we have done. Our project is finalized. It is done. Let's go back and check. So before checking, or before completing it, let me tell you again that don't forget to subscribe the channel. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and I'm going to give the link of the second part. This is the second part. I'm going to give the link of this first part in the I button. So before asking the code, kindly watch the video, because if you guys do not watch the video, then it will affect over the channel timings. So please try to watch both the videos, the first and second part, and get the link from the description below. Also, I'm going to give the link in the description below, in the first part link in the iCard and in the description, and I'm going to give the link of the Facebook page in the description below. Please join the Facebook page. Okay, so let's check it overall, like what we have done. This is the first part, as I'm telling you that I'm going to give the link in the I button, and the first part, this is the second one. So this is the second part. Okay, so we have started the second part from take away, and you guys can see that everything is working nicely. The chef section, and the filler section, blog section, and the reservation section. Now let's check the responsiveness, overall the responsiveness of this page. So we are here, menu working, okay, and the categories section. So a mobile first project, we can see the takeaway section, and everything stacked nicely on top of each other. Then chef section, filler section, blog section. Due to my browser, the image is okay, but it is because of the browser, sorry. And here we have the last section. What is this last section? It's about it's a reservation section, and within the button I just need to fix something, okay, because I've seen that there. So for this here, let's say, let me have another media here, because I found a problem there in a button. So the maximum width for this is going to be 768 pixel, and hold on, okay, and then here let's say form group, I'm just selecting this one not to waste the time and the bdn book, and here the width for this is going to be 100%, and the display here is going to be block. And let's save it. Now let's move on to the browser and let's see that how it behaves here. It has to behave well. I just refreshed it, and let me check. Okay, so now it's okay. Before it was just it was extending and moving out from this area. Okay, so now it's okay. It's looking nice and great. So we have done with our project. I hope you guys like this. If so, again, don't forget to like the video, and until now, if you didn't subscribe the channel, subscribe it. And yes, for sure, I will provide you the code if you guys need a code. And then the next thing, again, try to watch part 1 and part 2 both. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Till that, ciao ciao.